Hey, Benny, grab that basil.
I knew it was basil. I was like,
You knew it was basil?
it smells like basil.
You want to put it in your garden, your basil?
Yeah.
We have officially reached the time of year where I walk outside and the lens fogs up. That is actually a few different kinds of basil.
Like really hard, the basil will go.
If you sniff it up your nose, yeah, it will do that. It is at least a good smell, huh? All right, let's go in here to your garden. We got a little bit of weeding to do, I think.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look and see what is growing out in your garden, Benjamin. You've got some different weeds, that bully nut grass. I think most of the stuff that you've got growing out here, you probably want to pull, except for maybe these. Those are ground cherries, so you might want to leave those. But the rest of this we can go ahead and pull. Do you need to go get a shovel out of the
Garden?
Yeah. Hey, actually, bud, do you want me to go with you and grab some tomatoes to put out here also?
Yeah.
Okay. What is up, guys? So I've had a uneventful day. Not gardening, but going to jury duty orientation, which took up the whole afternoon, but that's okay. Now I am home. Oh, look at this. It's like it explodes overnight. Look at that around the archway. Incredible. Oh, little Mr. Tiny Goat is having a bad day because we had to take him away from his mommy so he wouldn't get her pregnant. Weird realities on a farm, right? Oh, look at all the blackberries coming on. That's exciting. Are you picking strawberries, little dude?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. So I planted out almost all the tomatoes I'm going to plant out, and I have a handful of friends coming to get some. My friend Daniel actually came for a visit from Alabama. He was not here for very long. He came and got tomatoes. We didn't end up shooting any video, but he's coming back here next month, so you guys will be able to see him then. But I started too many tomatoes. That's fun. So we need to pick out what's going to go in your garden. Do you have any preferences? I've got some cucumbers we could put on your trellis. Or do you want melons? Or you want cucumbers on one side and melons on the other?
Cucumbers on one side and melons on the other.
Do you know what kind of tomatoes you want? Tiny little tomatoes?
Sweet tomatoes.
Sweet little ones or big ones?
Big.
Big? You want like big slicer tomatoes or you want cherry tomatoes?
Big slicers.
Big slicers, okay.
The big slicers are the ones you can put salt on.
Oh, you want ones you could put salt on? You can put salt on small ones.
But I like the big ones because they got more.
Oh, you can put more salt on them? Okay. So, do you want red tomatoes or different color? You smell that plant? Smell it.
Red and different color.
Okay, smell it.
Smells like tomatoes.
Here's a red one. How about, I think large barred boar is a good one. Here, there's another one. You can fit.
Can we get a tray?
A tray? Yeah, you can fit 3 in your garden bed. How about 1 cherry tomato? No little ones?
1 cherry tomato.
1? Here you go.
I got it.
You got it? Okay. I'll grab the cucumbers, okay?
Okay.
Your basil's already over there?
Yeah, but what about the melons?
That's seeds.
Okay.
So we built our kids' garden a couple years ago. Excuse me, buddy. Here, step aside. And it has been really fun. Basically, with the kids' garden, we have given the kids full ownership of what goes in there. I do give them some guidance about like what time of year things need to be grown. And for the most part, they listen to me. I'm talking to the camera. This year, I'm just for the most part letting Benjamin pick this out because the last season of the kids' garden, he was the one who took care of it. And I told the kids then that the one who took care of the garden was going to get to plant the garden the next year. And I don't know, Toby and Ezra might show some interest in it, but it's not really majorly their thing, and that's okay. They enjoy coming down and like picking stuff, but they don't like doing the weeding and stuff. You got your tools?
Yeah.
What about some sunflowers?
Yeah, I want sun. I want the sun in there.
You want the sun in there? It is warm out here.
Until tonight, it's gonna be rainy out here.
Yeah, but it's gonna rain tonight, isn't it? Well, I thought I had some melon seeds out here. Maybe I don't.
What about, do you have banana peppers?
I got some banana peppers started. Let me look, let me find them for you. I'll hold it steady and then you can take the tray, okay? It's okay.
They might.
Okay. You got it?
Got this.
It is so warm. This is why I have those headbands on all the time, because my hair is just like, comes outside and just gets so frizzy. Did you see some more marigolds you want to bring?
Yeah, and they're kind of heavy and they're been
Here, I'll take them.
You can really hold that much stuff.
I can hold that much stuff. It's called mom skills.
Some of that mom skills is being a great mom.
Oh, thanks, sweet Ben.
And some of these plant skills are tickling my face.
Those plant skills are tickling your face. All right, let's go. So Ben asked, he said, so we didn't bring any ground cherries because we already have some planted. Do you remember what it's called when plants just grow in the garden? What's it called? Starts with a V. It's called volunteer.
Volunteer.
Remember? So if a plant grows that a gardener didn't plant, it's called a volunteer, either because the seeds fell from last year or a bird pooped out the seed or some, you know, just whatever happened to make that plant grow that a gardener didn't plant. It's called a volunteer.
Then how did they get in the bed?
That is probably because last year some ground cherries fell from those plants that were there last year, and they stayed in the ground over the winter, and now they're growing now that the weather's right. It's neat, huh? Volunteers are the biggest cheerleaders of the garden for me. Ben, I'm gonna use this cultivator to start weeding over here. Why don't you go ahead and start planting your stuff, okay?
Okay.
Tomatoes go there. We'll hang back up your trellis, but you can put things wherever you want, but that's where the trellis goes, okay?
How deep should I put them?
Pretty deep. So to me, volunteers are just this massive encouragement that...
Wait, what about the eggs?
You can go grab some eggs. There's a bucket of eggs in the greenhouse where I was planting tomatoes. Good memory. So volunteers to me are such an encouragement because I get so many messages from people being like, oh, did I store my seeds right? Did I save them right? Did I plant them right? All these different things, worrying so much about the details. And while it is absolutely true that you can make mistakes that keep yourself from having success, also you could be a plant and drop a seed in August of last year and now it be growing in the appropriate time in May of this year. I mean, that also happens. And that seed stays out here, ferments in the soil, and manages to live through the super cold winter, manages to live through like our fall springs, manages to grow at just the right time. And to me, that's such an encouragement. Plants want to grow. And it's not rocket science to grow a garden. It really isn't. There's a learning curve. And while it is hard work, sometimes you can do hard things, but truly, like, it's not rocket science to grow a garden. There's stuff growing out here that we didn't even try to do. The kids' garden has been a great lesson in learning how to garden for them, but it has been a great lesson in learning how to teach gardening for me, because I've had to allow my children their own process of making mistakes. I think if you have the space to give your children a spot that they can take responsibility for, that they can choose what to grow and choose to take care of it or not, it's definitely a good thing. And that is the reason why, like, I have Benjamin out here now picking what's going in this garden, is because he was the one who took care of it last year. And so it's his responsibility. And if he's going to be the one taking responsibility for a space, I want to give him the opportunity to make the decisions. You want to tell everybody what you're doing?
Yeah.
So tell us, how do you properly plant a tomato?
Dig a hole and then put an egg in it and crack it.
Yeah.
And then you take the plant the bucket.
I noticed you took the lower leaves off of that plant. Did you pull the lower leaves off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I need to take this one?
I don't think so. Your soil's not that deep. So you take the lower leaves off and you plant it deeply, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Very good.
Now it's buried. You gotta wait for it to grow.
Nice. I'm impressed with how you remembered that.
I'm gonna plant a cucumber.
You gonna plant a cucumber?
Where do I plant these?
Well, I just weeded this side right here.
So I'll plant them right here.
You have 2 cucumber plants. Are you planting them on both sides of the trellis, or are you planting them? How are you doing that?
Do you have to take the lower leaves off because there's no little leaves on cucumbers?
No, you don't have to take the lower leaves off on those. You don't have to plant those real deep.
That's good. Wait, one more scoop, a little deeper. And that will cover up a bit. Cover it up.
Very good.
And another cucumber, and then I'm going to start getting some sunflowers.
So can I remind you of something? With your cucumber plants, hold on, are you listening? With your cucumber plants, you kind of want to give them a little more space, because if they're really near to each other, they are going to fight each other for the water that's in the beds. So if you want to grow those cucumbers up this trellis, how do you think you should space them out?
I think you
should maybe put it down on the end.
Yeah.
I think that's a good choice. And that way you have to water them less, because the roots of those plants, they can be further away from each other, and therefore they can access the water that's further away. If you had them really close together, they'd be fighting for the water.
I'm thinking to water them today because I brought my watering can with me.
You brought your watering can? Okay, cool. It's blue. So do you want to tell everybody what you just did?
I just planted my cucumbers.
You planted your cucumbers on one side of your trellis, and what are you going to put on the other side of your trellis?
Maybe watermelons.
Some little watermelons, like some small ones. It's a good idea.
You know, like the watermelons that you have to cut up.
You want to put big watermelons on the trellis?
Mm-hmm.
You think those will do okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we can try it. We can experiment with that. Hey, there's Dad. Hey, Dad.
Hey, Daddy.
Hi, dinner's ready.
Dinner's ready? Thank you. Do you mind if we spend about 5 more minutes planting?
It doesn't have cucumbers.
Hey, Ezra. Ezra, are you going to help? Benjamin's picked out what's going in this garden. Are you going to come help?
Cool. But can we at least get some green beans heading up one of those?
I think we're going to do some cucumbers and melons on those, but we could pick some bush beans.
Bush beans. Also, we can also, when we get that up, we can do some green beans. Green beans are my favorite kind of vegetable.
The person who helps weed the garden gets to help what goes in the garden.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah, you are. You're helping now. I appreciate that.
Is this a weed?
Yes, all that grass is weeds.
I just messed something up down there.
What'd you mess up?
I forgot to...
Oh, you forgot to break the roots up?
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. It'll still grow. Good remembering. He forgot it on the first one, but it'll still grow. That's okay.
I couldn't get this. Stab.
Very good. Ezra, I've got some flowers here that need planting. You want to do that?
Yeah, sure. After I finish taking out the weeds.
Oh, good job. Guys, we gotta go quick because Daddy has cooked a dinner and it's so delicious. We're gonna go eat it.
Yeah.
All right, so these are your banana peppers. And I'm gonna separate these out because they're close together here. So we're just gonna pull these apart. And we're gonna plant all 5 of them right here, close to each other.
The little red bugs.
Those little red bugs are not chiggers. Those are clover mites. They don't hurt people. They eat plants, not people.
Wait, dude. Wait, are the demons on the bricks and wood back there?
There's clover mites. You don't have to kill them. They're not doing anything. They're not hurting anything. Okay, squat down. Let me talk to you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to teach you guys this and we're going to tell our friends. We're going to let our friends learn this too.
Okay.
So pepper plants like to hold hands. Can you guess what that means?
No. Be close together.
Be close together, very good. So pepper plants, sometimes you'll read the instructions and they'll tell you to plant them like 18 inches to 24 inches apart, like 1.5 feet or 2 feet apart.
Okay.
But that's too far. They actually like to be closer together.
Okay.
Hey, there's a little roly-poly on your shoe.
Hey, roly-poly.
Look, watch.
Roly-polies eat fish a whole.
Roly-polies also eat seeds in the ground.
No. So they're helping their garden? Roly polies are a really good bait. You know, one time I was fishing with the roly poly and the bobber just. If they eat seeds in the ground, they're gonna be.
Yeah, we don't really want the roly-polies in the garden. They do. The little pill bugs eat the seeds. All right, so here's your pepper plants.
Yep.
And I want to give you a trick here. This shovel is about 10 inches. Okay? So you want to plant your plants about 8 inches apart. So from the end of this handle to about right here is about how far you want to plant them. So you can use that as a measuring stick. Okay?
Okay.
Yep. Good weeding, Ezra.
I don't want to get all the soil.
Very good. And close that soil up around it. Very good.
He's so warm and cozy. So that means... Wait, is Brinkus moving this garden bed? No, I did that, and then there's going to be melons in that, but also there's grounders in that already.
Hey, Ezra, if you want to tell Ben, look, put your arm down, let me see your face. If you want to tell Ben, if you want to say, hey Ben, I'm going to help you do the work of this garden this year. I'd like some space to choose something. You could make that commitment to him, and then you could choose some things to plant. Can you make a commitment like that?
Yeah.
You're going to help?
Like.
Sound good, Ben? Doesn't it sound good?
Is this good apart?
Yeah, that's probably fine. So Ben, does that sound good to have a garden partner this year to work with you?
Yeah, Ezra.
Yeah, you prepared?
He's also my best buddy, right, Ezra? Wait, have you planted a plant in your garden? See, there's one missing. That's like how I put it.
Yeah, you want to go plant those marigolds?
There.
Ben, that spacing looks really nice. Well done.
Is that a roly-poly?
Yep.
Ew, get rid of it, get rid of it. Is this deep enough?
Mm-hmm. As long as you can fit that down in there, it's deep enough. Hey, your little pot of basil you got, it's actually a few different plants. Let's separate them out and give them extra space so they get big and give us lots of basil, and we can make strawberry basil lemonade.
What? I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, you've had it.
Okay. Lemonade?
It's strawberry lemonade with the green leaves in it in the summertime.
Oh yeah, but can you take out the green leaves?
That's the basil, silly. It's the best part.
I'm not too much of a fan of basil, and actually, I ate one of those leaves.
You did?
Yeah, they taste good.
They especially taste good in strawberry lemonade.
Yes. I put this.
Okay, guys, this is gonna be our last plant. Then we need to go in and eat the dinner that Daddy cooked for us, so we honor him for cooking dinner. Okay? Put it down and come here so I can teach you one more lesson. Okay? So this plant was $3. Okay, for this basil plant. But look what all's in it. How many plants are in this basil plant? Look here. Look at the stem.
There's a normal basil, a different kind of basil, and the darker basil.
That's right. So there's 3 different kinds. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plants. So we can actually separate these like this and plant them. Here, take those and plant them. That's a lettuce leaf basil. That's a Genovese basil. And here's a purple opal basil. It's one of my favorites. And we can just give these their own little spaces and they'll get so big.
Basil is my favorite.
All right. You guys did really well today. Thank you so much for your help.
And it's going to be, technically, you're helping after dinner, we come back out here and plant the rest of our plants.
Yeah, after dinner we can. Shut the door so the dogs don't get in there and dig your stuff up. Hey, baby. Hey. Thank you for cooking. Y'all, look at the bouquet that Ben cut for me out in the garden yesterday. Isn't that pretty? I wonder where he got that from.
I trained them well.
Alright, let's see what's for dinner. We've got some sausages, purple sweet potatoes mashed, and green peas. Colorful dinner. Y'all ready to eat this yummy food?
Yes.
Can y'all say thanks to Daddy?
Thank you, Daddy. Thanks, Dad.
Wasn't planning on planting the kids' garden really, but
yeah, but we planted some.
Planted some. We'll finish it later, right? I don't know if it'll still be light after dinner. All right, back up, back up. Okay, stop. You can look right here. All right, guys, y'all ready to say good night to our friends and tell them thanks for hanging out with us today?
Video, it's more like a clip.
This video is more like a clip.
Yeah.
It was a good clip, though.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. We bless you.
Until next time.